Our fucked up childhood turned into coping mechanisms, turned into adulthood, turned into maladaptive coping mechanisms, turned into letting things go, dropping the ball, bad things happening to you, turns into blaming yourself, turns into hating yourself so completely that it becomes your identity. My brain thinks that I deserve to suffer, and because it thinks that I deserve to suffer, because it tells me I'm a bad person, I let things go and allow myself to live a lesser quality of life because of the guilt that I carry. And it makes it very difficult to enjoy anything, to do anything for your health, to pursue goals, to not stay stagnant in where you are or what you're dealing with. It's very difficult to do anything when you feel like you deserve to suffer, when you literally feel like you deserve the things that are causing you pain. And I wrote down some signs of this in case you can relate, because it's a very, very difficult thing to deal with. Some things I wrote down is not sticking to healthy habits because you think that you deserve to have poor health because you feel like a bad person, not setting up health appointments or taking care of health professionally, like dentist appointments, health checkups, that kind of thing. Isolating yourself socially from anyone or people that care about you, even though you know that they care about you, because you feel like you don't deserve their care or their love, and you push them away because you just don't know how to deal with this feeling that you have. Like, along with that is just avoiding human connection in general. Numbing behaviors, whether it's social media, video games, substances, food. There's a lot of different ways to emotionally numb yourself so you don't have to deal with all of your feelings. Believe me, I know, because that is my number one way to deal with things, is to numb myself. Just avoiding. Most of these are avoiding things that you need to do because you're trapped in your dysregulated state, in your fight or flight, and you can't clean your kitchen, you can't do the dishes, you can't clean your bathroom. Maybe your living situation is not the way that you want it to be because you feel like you can't maintain it. It's another form of avoidance, in my opinion. Or getting a sense of control over your space because you feel like you don't have any control outside of it. And that also includes not replacing things or buying things that you need to replace if you have the means to do so, whether it be like appliances or clothes or that kind of thing. Even though I caused some of my suffering, that does not mean I deserve to continue suffering. This guilt never serves me and only makes things worse. Even if I do deserve to suffer, I want to be happy. So why does it matter? Why does it matter what I deserve or don't deserve? I'm going to do the things that make me happy and fulfilled whether I deserve it or not. It's not always about deserving. I think that with trauma and anxiety, you can have such black and white thinking that it clouds your judgment of yourself and your situation. I think a lot of times it's like, oh, I deserve this, I don't deserve this. Like, I'm a terrible person, I did this thing. Or I am this way, therefore I can't enjoy life or do things that make me happy and fulfilled. And that is such a lie that you tell yourself. It's not true. There's no universal deserving or justice, in my opinion. It's just like, you're living. And it's okay to live well. It's okay to try to live better. Even if it's scary, even if it's hard, even though you don't know what to do, it's okay to want that for yourself and to move towards that goal. So here are 3 things that I do when I'm feeling either avoidant or feeling like I deserve to suffer and I want to suffer more because that guilt might be alleviated. No, none of this has ever served me in the past. So I have developed some coping strategies whenever I feel like I'm neglecting myself, when I'm neglecting things that I need to do. These things help me get back on track and remind myself that I do deserve a good life. I deserve a quality of life. I deserve all these things. I don't even know if deserve is the word. I get to do this because I want to, and it's my life. And this universal sense of justice or like guilt, I don't know. It's never served me, and I'm going the opposite direction. I don't know about you guys, but like that intuition of guilt and shame and deservedness has only made things worse for me. So I'm going the opposite direction with these 3 steps that I tried to take. So step 1 is a to-do list, either a long or short one. I often feel a ton of guilt for forgetting important things that I need to do or take care of for myself. So my to-do lists are a tool that allow me to take care of myself better. I'm human and my brain does not retain information very well, so this is a great tool that allows me to take care of myself better. What do I need to do to take care of myself today, in this moment, in this week, in this month? Often people who experience trauma or are neurodivergent will not remember very easily. So creating an intentional practice of writing things down, where is it? Part of the problem is that you will forget to even write down a to-do list, right? Because like that's how trauma brain works or neurodivergent brain works. So I have made this a practice, a very tactile, physical practice of a art journal, and I will make a to-do list and I will do art and I will make it all pretty so that it will be in my brain that I need to look at this and do all these steps, because this is how I take care of myself. It's a really, really good way for me to actually remember to look at my to-do list and make them. So I highly recommend, if you have trouble taking care of yourself, you feel this guilt, you feel this, that you feel like you have to suffer. This has helped me so much in just the literal taking care of myself and getting rid of that guilt about forgetfulness. Second step, this is, okay, I don't know how to describe this. It's anti-avoidance. So basically I use my avoidance as like an anti-intuition, where it's like, if my avoidance is telling me not to do something, I should probably do it. Like my avoidance was telling me not to make this video, probably gonna do it. Obviously I'm not perfect, so there's a lot of things I'm still avoiding. There's a lot of things I haven't gotten done, but I'm starting to use this as almost like an anti-intuition, where I'm like, my brain is telling me that something terrible will happen if I do this. Probably not true. Probably if I record this video, everything will be fine. If you experience avoidance, try doing the opposite of what's telling you to do. Within reason, okay? All this experience, you know, thoughts differently, but like my avoidance is usually like, don't text your friend back, or don't do the dishes, or don't exercise. It's all stuff that it's pretty like, yeah, I need to do this stuff. And the third step is to take action. Stop thinking so much. Stop thinking about how guilty you feel, what you deserve, how you can improve yourself, how to fix your life. You know you have dishes. You know you need to take a shower. Stop thinking and do the next thing. I'm telling this to my freaking self because I overthink literally everything, and it never helps me. I don't even overthink in like an intellectual, like intelligent way. I just overthink like gears like grinding in my head over and over and over again. It doesn't help anything. Like I literally, logical thought, thinking things through is obviously very good, and I do encourage that. However, if you do that for 4 hours and then don't do anything, it is no longer helpful. It's the difference between adaptive and maladaptive. If you are someone who spends the majority of time just thinking about things, literally just thinking, you're not writing anything down, you're not exploring, you're not educating yourself, you're just thinking, think less. Literally, and I know that's easy to say. What I mean by that is take the action. Like you're like, if you're thinking about how you need to do the dishes for an hour, just go do them. If you're thinking about how you need to, like, what outfit you're gonna wear for the evening, go ahead, get out of your bed and go pick out the outfit, and then you know what you're gonna wear. These are things that, like, again, I'm so bad at this and I just started this practice, but it helps so much. Like it's really helped me recently with like getting more on top of dishes or other chores or other things I need to do. So I super recommend this. And yeah, those are the 3 things that I kind of like joined together to combat my guilt and my sense of like, oh, I need to get over it. Yeah, these are the things that I do to help me when I'm in that headspace. Hopefully this was helpful to someone else. I feel like this is a thing that a lot of people struggle with, especially if you deal with trauma or neurodivergent brain like me. I highly recommend these because at the end of the day, it's not about what you deserve or don't deserve. I think that you should try to pursue happiness and fulfillment, because I know that you will have a better life if you do that, and I want the best life for you. I want the best life for myself. So I'm gonna stop thinking about my life in terms of deserve and not deserve, and just what makes me happy and fulfilled and how can I help other people. That's what I'm going to try to focus on instead, because it's never helped me in the past. In the last 26 years, it's never helped. So I'm going to change now while I can. I guess my brain is like fully developed now, so hopefully I'm not stuck forever. I don't think that's how it works. If you relate to this feeling of like deserving to suffer or avoidance, all that kind of thing, I would love to hear your experience in the comments and what you do to help combat those things, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!